Okay, Sakshi, so let's go ahead with your mock for your upcoming interview of at NITIE for PGDIE, and you're from agriculture background, B.Tech agriculture, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, I think there is some network issue at your end.
Is it now okay?
Okay, so just switch off your video. It seems okay right now. Okay, let's go ahead with this. You can be visible now, I think. Let's see. If there is some issue, then you can turn off your video. But as of now, just switch on your video. Okay? Right. So, okay, Sakshi, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good evening, sir. This is Sakshi Tiwari, born and brought up in Jabalpur. I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya GCF. Currently, I am pursuing Bachelor's of Technology from Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya College of Agriculture and Engineering. During my graduation, I did 2 1-month training and 1 4-month industrial internship from Jagrati Enterprises, where I learned about the supply chain and management. And of course,
Sakshi, just one second. You turn off your video. I think the signal strength is low at your end. Unmute yourself.
Is it okay now?
Go ahead now. Introduce yourself.
This is Sakshi Tiwari, born and brought up in Jabalpur. I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya GCF. Currently, I am pursuing Bachelor's of Technology from Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya College of Agricultural Engineering. I did 2 1-month training and 1 4-month industrial internship from Jagrati and Patidar Enterprises. There I learned about the manufacturing and supply chain of several farm machinery implements. My final year project is design, fabrication, and performance evaluation of self-propelled garlic planter. Its main aim is to reduce the labor-intensive work and making the seeding process lean by eliminating the wastage of time, labor, and money. I'm the leader of the project. And coming to my extracurriculars, I'm the only female member at the position of the vice president in the event organizing committee of my college, where we organize several events. And I learned about the planning, coordinating, and team management, teamwork to achieve a certain goal. Then I've been actively participating in NSS for consecutively 2 years. My hobby is cooking food and belly dancing.
That's all?
Yes, sir. That's it from my side.
Okay. Okay, Sakshi, so you're from agriculture background, B.Tech agriculture, right?
Yes, sir.
And what do you think, what is the need of our at the moment in agriculture sector?
Sir, we know about the different technologies like blockchain and artificial intelligence, several other technologies. But in India, we are living in a country where there are 80 to 85% farmers are small scale farmers. So they have enough money to implement those all technology in their farms to increase their productivity and yield. So that is the hour of the need that we need to implement those technologies by having a good venture or good kind of custom hiring. That's all we think need, I think, right now.
So you are talking more about the technology kind of intervention, right?
Yes, sir.
You're talking about the technology intervention in the agriculture sector,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes, sir.
So being an engineering graduate, why don't you go in that direction, which you think that this is the need of the hour? Why don't you go in that particular direction and contribute directly to this domain of, you can say, where you can do the technology intervention?
Sir, I have a good technical bent of mind and I got the skills. And during my 4-month industrial internship, I got to know that there is a need of the perfect blend of management as well as technical skills. And for accomplish my long-term goal, that's why I wanted to go in this domain of industrial engineering.
So you're not interested in research?
Not as of right now.
Okay. So since you're saying that your exposure, particularly the interests in this particular domain, that is industrial engineering domain, developed because of your internship, right? And where you got exposed to supply chain management and related issues, right?
Yes, sir.
So can you explain me what is the meaning of supply chain?
Yes, so supply chain is basically about it is the chain that integrates all the things from the procurement of the raw material to the delivery of the products to the end consumers. It basically utilizes to integrate all the processes and suppliers, chain, manufacturers, warehouses, transportation, etc., so that the product is produced and distributed to all the customers at the right time, right location, and in the right quantity in the low cost while satisfying the customer's needs.
Mm-hmm. So what are the major issues that you say in that you see in supply chain as of now in India in food sector, agriculture sector particularly?
If we see in the food sector, as we all know that there is the issue of Russia. If we see the current scenario, there is the lag. There is the lag between the Russia-Ukraine war, in which we can export our wheat. But there is the issue of the supply chain that we do not have the proper post-harvest management. We do not have proper crop planning. So these are some loopholes which are there right now in the agriculture supply chain, food supply chain, basically.
No, I'm talking about general, not in the context of only Ukraine and Russia right now.
In general, also we have we do not have the proper post-harvest management, as food material have the low shelf life. So we need to see on that aspect also, like we can use the GIS to track the delivery for the fastest and shortest route, so that we will be able to resolve that problem of shorter life. And also we have to do something about it.
Mm-hmm. So what do you propose? How we should move ahead in this direction? How we can make that supply chain efficient?
Sir, according to me, we can take the help of the GIS, and also like we can use the blockchain, so that there should be the better transparency among the farmers and better exchange of information. And there, with the help of the blockchain, there will be this decentralization of information without the interference of the third party. And with the GIS, we will be able to.
Why we have not been able to do this till now? Why we have not been able to do?
Sir, there are some issues like people, small scale farmers and many farmers even, they are not aware about these technologies. And there are some reasons like
as of now, you know, everything is available so easily. So everyone is aware about the technology part. I don't think that farmers are not aware.
Sir, I belong to the agricultural background. I have seen the farmers. Even when I was in an SS camp, I have been interacting with the villagers of the village which we adopted nearby. They are really not aware about these technologies. They are just like, we have to grow the crops, and then only we will get the.
So how to, that is what I am asking. If they are not aware, then how to reach to those, how to make those technologies available to those people?
We will have to go to the grassroots, and we should such small several campaigns, so that we will be able to convey the information that we have about these technologies.
Okay, so what is your greatest strength, Sakshi?
Sir, my approach is analytical, and which will be beneficial for this organization. And I am dynamic too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so a very prominent institute at Jabalpur. Can you name it?
Sir, my college is really very prominent college.
No, research institute I'm talking about, not your college.
Like ICR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, is the prominent institute where there is the research of agriculture.
Okay. Are you sure it is at Jabalpur?
Yes, sir, I'm very sure about it.
Okay. So what significant work they have done till now to influence the agriculture sector?
So they have developed the several crop varieties which are really beneficial. Even the HYV seeds, high yielding variety seeds, they have developed wide variety of those seeds.
What is Industry 4.0?
Sir, Industry 4.0 is basically about the using of the AI, artificial intelligence, and several other technologies. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now over to Ruchin sir.
Yep. Thank you, sir.
So shall I on my video?
Fine, it's fine. आप on कर सकते हो, Sakshi.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sakshi, can you tell me what was your B.Tech project on?
So my B.Tech project was design, fabrication, and performance evaluation of the self-propelled garlic planter.
Okay. क्या किया है आपने इसमें?
Sir, basically, I can bifurcate my project into four parts, like manufacturing, testing, and design, and then report writing. First of all, we have designed that project, and then coming to its manufacturing part, there are the several main components: 3 HP diesel engine, then supporting frame, vertical plate cup mechanism, and like this only. First of all,
so how is your project going to help us help you in your program PGDIE? Yes, in which you are applied?
Sir, if we see the broader perspective, so there is the issue of procurement of raw material also. At some point, we need to procure the raw material. If we talk about the pickles and all, so garlic pickles, so we do need the procurement of the garlics. And because of the traditional methods, it was not really easily available. Garlics were not easily available because it was requiring a lot of labor, a lot of money. With this self-propelled garlic planter, we will be able to procure the garlics easily, because it is increasing the yield of the garlics.
Okay. Okay. So to pursue this course, you told that I heard that you are interested in artificial intelligence also. You know something about blockchain technology also, correct?
Yes, sir.
So do you know any coding language which can help you?
Sir, I do not know much about it, but I have a basic idea about C++.
Okay, C and C++, fine. Okay, can you tell me what is blockchain?
Yes, sir. Blockchain is the database in which we store the information in the form of the blocks. And first, when that block is fulfilled with the information, then it is easily attached with the previously filled block. And so even there is no interference of the third party, and it basically have the decentralization of information. So no one everyone have information about it, and it have the ledgers in which it stores the information.
Okay. Okay. You told that we need to use technology to make aware farmers about to create awareness among the farmers.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the different side of the opinion. I want why you want to go into different technology? Why not go into organic farming, which is way more easier to understand, organic farming. Plus, it is healthier also for the people and for the environment as well. Yes, why aren't we actually creating awareness about organic farming?
Sir, so we have seen the recent example of the Sri Lanka. They implemented the organic farming. We are now seeing the results. So there are a lot of things which we need to do about the organic farming, but with the help of the recent new technologies, the yield will be higher, according to me. And in organic farming, the comparatively yield is even comparatively lower. So I think that's we should go more towards the recent technologies.
But Sikkim is also an example, which is 100% pure organic. It goes with 100% organic farming.
We can see at that perspective too, but the Sri Lanka is the recent example. So I think that new technologies, we should go for the new technologies.
Okay, fine. Tell me, what is drip irrigation? Do you know what is drip irrigation?
Yes, so drip irrigation is the irrigation in which it has the even higher yield comparative to all the irrigations, all types of irrigation. And in this, we do supply the water to the plants with the use of those drips.
Okay, we supply water where? On the surface or below the surface?
On the roots, in the roots.
Okay, in the roots. Okay. Tell me, what is root zone?
Root zone is the area in which below the surface and below the capillary fringe, basically. Sorry, soil water zone is the root zone.
What is field capacity?
Field capacity is the capacity in which which is required for the optimum growth of the plant. It is the level of the water which is required for the optimum growth of the plant.
Then what is OMC? If this is field
optimum
capacity,
moisture content.
वो भी तो वही हो जो आप बता रहे हैं. Where is the difference then? Achha, I am giving you a situation. Yes, suppose that you go to the field, you meet farmers over there, which are not literate, जो पढ़े लिखे नहीं हैं, जिनको highly technical languages जैसा आप और मैं discuss कर रहे हैं उन्हें नहीं आती समझ में. As an agriculture, as a student from an agriculture background, and plus a student from management also, आप उन फार्मर को फील्ड कैपेसिटी किस तरीके से एक्सप्लेन करेंगे? You know the drill. The farmers, they do not know technicalities, उन्हें वाटर कंट्रोल वगैरह कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आएगा. आप सिंपल लैंग्वेज में उन्हें फील्ड कैपेसिटी कैसे समझाएंगे?
Sir, I would like to go to the field and then I will try to explain what the field capacity is by taking a plant or whatever there will be available. So this is the level of the water which we require, and this is the optimum pressure on the surface, and on this pressure this level of water will be required, and for this plant this will be the level in which they will have to grow that plant. According to me, this will in this way I will try to explain the field capacity if they really don't know.
Okay. Ajay, tell me, what is the difference between agriculture and irrigation?
Agriculture is the cultivation of the crops or the plants on the surface, and irrigation is basically about the supplying of the water to the plants.
Okay. What is net irrigation requirement?
Net irrigation requirement is the difference between the gross irrigation requirement and the whatever the water goes out, like in the runoff or runoff.
Okay. Have you heard of the term called infiltration?
Yes, sir.
What is infiltration?
Infiltration is the difference between the water comes to the surface and the water goes, basically the water which goes inside the surface.
Water which goes inside the surface.
From the above surface to the next layer of the soil.
Okay. Then what is seepage?
Seepage is the wastage that maybe it's solid or liquid.
Seepage, not only seepage.
Okay, sorry, I was not able to hear you. Seepage is the transfer of the soil, water from one layer of the soil to the other layer of the soil.
Then how it is different from infiltration? Isn't both the same?
Infiltration. Sorry. Seepage is like transferring of the water within the soil surfaces, and infiltration is about transferring of the water from the surface to the another layer of the soil.
Do you know the concept of Six Sigma?
Yes, sir.
क्या होता है Six Sigma में?
So Six Sigma is the quality control method in which it was, I don't remember exactly, but it was implemented by the Motorola company, I think, and its main aim is to have the defective product only 3.4 product out of 1 million products. That we should have only 3.4 defective product out of 1 million product.
अच्छा, मुझे बताओ आपके गेट में मार्क्स कितने थे?
68.33.
68.33 और नॉर्मलाइज्ड है या ये एक्चुअल मार्क्स है? पहले कितने थे नॉर्मलाइज्ड और डिफरेंस कितना है?
This is not normalized marks.
ये नॉर्मलाइज्ड नहीं है, नॉर्मलाइज्ड कितने हैं?
I will have to calculate it. Like it was the gate score which was provided to us.
ओके नहीं आपके एक तो आपके एक्चुअल मार्क्स होते हैं, ठीक है, जो
Yes,
आपके आप कैलकुलेट करते हैं, और दूसरा है कि नॉर्मलाइज्ड मार्क्स आते हैं।
yes, sir.
आपको पता है नॉर्मलाइज्ड मार्क्स कैसे कैलकुलेट होते हैं? व्हाट काइंड ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन डू वी यूज?
Yes, sir. I can calculate the normalization of the marks. Yes, sir.
हाँ बताएं कैसे करेंगे। मान लो आपके मार्क्स हैं 68.33, ओके,
Yes,
अब
sir.
आपको नॉर्मलाइज निकालना है, क्या मेथड यूज कर सकते हैं?
Yes, sir. Sir, first of all, we will have to normalize. So there is the we will use the we will make the standard deviate and subtract my marks from the mean of all the marks, and we will divide it by the standard deviation.
Okay. One word में आप बोल सकते थे, one word में you'll make it actually standard normal distribution. ओके आप z वैल्यू या z स्कोर निकाल के देन यू मेक इट इनटू स्टैंडर्ड नॉर्मल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन x माइनस म्यू अपॉन सिग्मा। ओके देखो ओके साक्षी, वी आर डन, मोस्ट ऑफ योर पार्ट इज वेरी गुड, द वे आई सी इट फ्लो इज ओनली एट वन प्लेस, सिर्फ एक जगह पे फ्लो है, जब आपने श्रीलंका का एग्जांपल दिया। आई थिंक आपका या तो इंटरप्रिटेशन माइट बी रॉन्ग कि उन्होंने ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग को बढ़ाने की कोशिश करी इसलिए वहां पे इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस वगैरह आया है। ओके थोड़ा सा आप आपके फैक्ट्स चेक करो, दिस इज नॉट द ओनली रीजन फॉर द इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस इन श्रीलंका। ओके ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग मतलब स्विचिंग टुवर्ड्स ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग की तरफ स्विच करने का मेन रीजन उनका ये था so that they do not actually need to import fertilizers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fertilizers import ना करने। Issue is कि the implementation was wrong. It's not that organic farming is not healthy. It is healthy. It is good for the environment also. But
So
initially the yield is low. It is a gradual process. Sikkim
Yes,
में it took nearly 17 years.
Yes,
2003 में it started and 2016 it became completely 100% organic state.
Yes,
So
sir.
it takes time. श्रीलंका में जो हुआ है दैट इज लाइक बहुत रैपिडली जल्दी करने के प्रोसेस में वो गलत हुआ। अब अगर आप ये बोलोगे कि श्रीलंका इज एन एग्जांपल जहाँ पे ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग करने की वजह से टू सम एक्सटेंट इट कॉज्ड दिस इकोनॉमिक क्राइसिस, तो आई गेस वो शायद थोड़ा गलत पॉइंट हो सकता है। ओके शायद वो गलत पॉइंट हो सकता है, इट विल वेरी फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन, दिस इज व्हाट माय व्यू इज। नाउ कमिंग टू नेट इरिगेशन रिक्वायरमेंट, करेक्ट है। इनफिल्ट्रेशन और सीपेज। इनफिल्ट्रेशन क्या होता है? इनफिल्ट्रेशन इज बेसिकली जब भी किसी सॉइल सरफेस पर आप पानी डालोगे वो पानी नीचे जाके अगर ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल से मीट कर जाता है उसे हम कहेंगे इनफिल्ट्रेशन, और अगर आपने सिंपल सा पानी डाला है और वो पानी नीचे ग्राउंड वाटर टेबल को मीट नहीं कर रहा है तो उसे हम कहेंगे सीपेज। बिल्कुल माइनर सा डिफरेंस है। अब इसके बाद में नेक्स्ट आपका जो प्रोजेक्ट है, प्रोजेक्ट से आपसे 100% पूछा जाएगा कि आपके प्रोजेक्ट को किस तरीके से आप इस आपके मास्टर्स प्रोग्राम में यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं। ओके सिंस यू आर फ्रॉम एग्रीकल्चर बैकग्राउंड तो आपसे ये चीज़ भी पूछी जाएगी कि एग्रीकल्चर में हम मैनेजमेंट को या आपकी टेक्नोलॉजी को किस तरीके से यूज कर सकते हैं, विच यू हैव वेरी वेल एक्सप्लेन, आपने ट्राई किया एक्सप्लेन का, दैट इज वेरी गुड। सो ऐसा तो साक्षी कहीं पे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बस आपको फैक्ट्स वगैरह थोड़े और ट्राई करने हैं, थोड़े और देखने हैं फैक्ट्स स्लाइटली, वो भी अगर आप नहीं भी देखोगे देन आल्सो इट इज फाइन। सो फ्रॉम माय एंड आपका पार्ट बहुत अच्छा है, कहीं पर भी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आपने एआई ब्लॉकचेन वगैरह, अब जब आप एआई और ब्लॉकचेन बोल रहे हो तो मेक श्योर कि आपको एआई के कुछ एग्जांपल्स बताओ, ठीक है। फॉर एग्जांपल जस्ट अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल, आप ओला के अंदर अगर जैसे आपका ट्रिप बुक करते हो तो वहां पे आपको एस्टिमेटेड टाइम और एस्टिमेटेड फेयर आ जाता है। अब एस्टिमेटेड फेयर कैसे आ रहा है जब तक हम बैठे नहीं हैं? That is an example of artificial intelligence. Most probably it is artificial neural networks, ANN. तो वो आपसे ये पूछ सकते हैं। दूसरा आपको C++ आपने बोला था तो मेक श्योर कि
all those topics.
हाँ श्योर आपको ये रिकॉर्डेड सेशन मिल जाएगा वैसे भी। आपने जैसे C++ बोला था ना साक्षी, तो मेक श्योर कि आपको C++ पता हो। ठीक है, यू कांट जस्ट फेक इट। आपको C++ एक्चुअल में आना चाहिए टू सम एक्सटेंट, बिल्कुल बेसिक भी आता हो ना। अगर आप बोल रहे हो कि आपको कोडिंग लैंग्वेज में C++ आता है, तो आपसे हो सकता है कि आपको बोल दें कि राइट अ कोड टू एक्चुअली राइट माय नेम।
Sir, actually, I did my 12th standard from PCM plus CS. That's why I told.
That's what I'm saying. अगर आपने पहले भी पढ़ रखा है ना, जब भी आप कुछ भी चीज बोल रहे हो, जैसे आपने बोला कि C++ is समथिंग जो मुझे आता है, तो मेक श्योर कि आपको इतना जरूर आता हो कि आप बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट पूरी करो इंटरव्यू में। ऐसा नहीं कि आपको बोल दिया कि मुझे एक कोड लिख के दिखाओ, बिल्कुल माइनर, बिल्कुल बेसिक सा कोड, और वो आप लिख नहीं पा रहे, वो गलत हो जाए। जब भी आप बोल रहे हो तो आपको वो चीज आनी चाहिए। रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज फाइन साक्षी, फ्रॉम माय एंड इट इज वेरी गुड। थोड़े से फैक्ट्स पर प्रॉब्लम आ सकती है, which might depend upon opinion to opinion, person to person वो वेरी कर सकता है। ओके, रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज फाइन साक्षी। आपका इंटरव्यू कब है?
Sir, it's 27th, but I have to go to the IISc Bangalore also because management interview is also there.
Okay, it's fine. तो आपका पार्ट बहुत अच्छा है साक्षी, ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। ओके?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sakshi, let me just give you the feedback. So see, as Ritin sir also said, overall presentation is good, right? So that way I don't see any issue. But see, sometimes you have to be specific, right? Like when you are mentioning anything. So need of the R in the agriculture, I said that, okay, what do you think that we need to do in agriculture sector as of now? You said that we need to make a technology intervention, right? So what are the sectors where you need to make the technology intervention? You can say this generalized way, okay, we have to make the technology intervention. It doesn't mean that we have not made the technology intervention. We have already done the technology intervention, but where and what? So you have to be a little specific about that, where we can make the, whether it is in kind of improving the yields, or maybe the issues that we are right now facing in terms of soil degradation, where your yield is not improving, or what, or has it deteriorated? There are so many areas.
Like it is using for forecasting the yield and forecasting the price of the crop, and for getting the optimum requirement of the water.
What you can do, you can just highlight 2-3 areas, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is one area where we need to do the technology. One part you just mentioned when I said that, okay, what problems we are facing. That part you mentioned, like post-harvest is the area we need to focus and all that, right? There also we are making the technology intervention only. You are mentioning about blockchain, you are mentioning about GIS. What is this? This is a technology intervention only. But that is just the one part of the whole story, right? So you need to highlight based upon your understanding, like what are the areas where that intervention could be made, and maybe possible if we ask for the solutions, then okay, you can elaborate. But more importantly, you need to tell us something about, okay, these are the areas where intervention. What is the, because you must have the idea of what this particular agriculture sector is facing right now, and then accordingly, these are the areas you are going to mention in broad where we need to make the technology intervention. And if that intervention is done, what it is going to improve? Like you said that, okay, GIS, if we will mention, it will improve the post-harvest management, right? Same way you can talk about the yield part, or maybe where soil degradation has taken place, what other areas we have to focus on and all that. Whether we have to go for the crop diversification and all that, right? So that way, I think you can tackle problems. One of the problems that you mentioned was, this is the way you can handle like GIS and blockchain. So why we are not able to do right now? Why we are not able to do right now? So you gave me kind of a generalized answer, okay? Because these technologies are not available to the farmers right now. See, why these technologies are not available, despite you know that access has become improved in a like major way. For example, mobile, if you talk about, everything is available right now through this internet access you are having. Only thing is that whether we are able to provide that information to them or not. We are in so many apps. Technologically, so many changes have taken place already. So it is not that farmers cannot use, but whether we have the mechanism, whether we are able to reach those things to their doorstep or not. Government has started so many schemes. They are saying that this and all that for the benefit of farmers and improving all those things. So where we are lacking then? We are lacking somewhere in the delivery part where we are not able to reach out to those people, right? So I think that intervention maybe in government part also, or maybe other organizations which can, I think, take initiatives in that direction. Or maybe there is a lot of application like you are having on now, startups and applications which need to be popularized to reach those segment, right? Okay, so greatest strength. Okay, you said that okay, analytical and dynamic. You are dynamic. So keep yourself ready for the next question. Why do you think you are analytical?
Yes, sir.
So also, you should have answered. You think that you are dynamic. Why do you think that you are dynamic? And research. Okay, I think I asked about that research institute which is over there at Jabalpur. So I think you should have the significant contributions that this particular this organization or institute has made to the nation, right? So I think you mentioned a few of them, high yielding crop varieties and all those. I think that also, but at least if you are not gone through, just go through that also. Industry 4.0, just read a little bit of this, even though you gave a overall idea that using the latest technology, for example, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and maybe like you're having this data science use of all those. So in this particular segment, right? So overall, it is okay. Presentation is okay. Speed is a little more that because you're answering immediately. So you can take little time to think and then you can answer. That will be better way, I think. Rather than just starting immediately when the question is posed to you, you can just give a brief to you and just maintain a this optimum pace. That will be better, right? Rest overall, it is okay, I think. Just make the smaller changes that have been as a kind of feedback we have already given to you, right? Okay, Sakshi?
Yes, sir.
Any query from your side?
Okay, sir. No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Sakshi. Okay, bye-bye. Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
Bye. Thank you.
Yes, sir.